Hello, so nice to meet you at Daily Motivational Meeting, reading quotes from World Scripture. Today, quotes are about the judgment. After the initial passage into the afterlife, there is another less comfortable event. Each individual undergoes a judgment where he must review his life with unsparing honesty. And there is regular recorder every deed and his consequences on the people is affected. Now that the book is opened and read, the movie that recorded the person's life is projected onto the screen on his mind. Everything comes to light. The main criterion of judgment seems to be the deeds. Did the person live more to benefit others or did he use others to benefit himself? Scriptures describe a trial sense with God as judge, Jesus or Muhammad as a defense attorney, and sometimes the devil as a prosecutor. Could be God is bound to pass sentences based upon the evidence. On this point, Father Moon offers a unique insight to overcome certain accusation of at the judgment we should win over the person or persons who most hate and accuse us on earth. He called it loving Cain. Scriptures describe a gate that only the righteous may enter, a bridge of the separator that only the righteous man cross, and a fire that burns up all falsehood and leaves only what is genuine. The spirit world has various bodies, heavens and hells, welcoming the souls according to its condition. Spirits are sorted out, and each goes to its appropriate place. No guards are required to keep out the unworthy, no policemen to direct traffic to for each person naturally goes to the place most fitting to his or her character and past life. Their life review. First quote, for God will bring every deed into judgment, with every secret thing, whether good or evil. For nothing covered that will not be revealed, or hidden that will not be known. Then I saw a great white throne, and him who sat upon it, and from his presence earth and sky filled away, and no place was found for them. And I saw the dead, the great and small, standing before the throne, and the book were opened. Also another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged by what was written in the book, by what they had done. When the earth is shaken with the earthquake, and the earth yields up her burdens, and the man says, what ails her, that day she will letter her choices, because you, Lord, inspire her, that day mankind will issue forth in scattered groups to be shown the deeds, and whoever has gone good and Adam's way will see it then. And whoever has done ill and Adam's way will see it then. And every man ought have he fastened to his own neck, and we shall bring forth for him on the day of resurrection a book which he will find wide open. Read your book, your soul suffices as a reckoner against you this day. After you depart this life, God shall demand a reckoning of your deeds, and that in his ledger are recorded. Those that are rebellious shall be summoned. Israel, the angel of death, will hover over them, and trapped in a blind alley, they will know not any escape. Saint Nanak, falsehood must be destroyed. Thus, uh, truth in the end shall prevail. Yeah, truth in the end should prevail. On the day when men times arrive to depart from the world, when the body is broken and the soul seeks to leave it. On the day the man is privileged to see things that he was not permitted to see before, when the body was in full vigor. Three messengers stand over him and take an account of his life and of all that he was gone in this world, and admits all with his mouth and sight, the account with his hand, as it is written, that every man should acknowledge his work. Further, let's read quotes from the second coming Messiah, Reverend Sun Moon. Uh, at the fateful moment of death, all the facts of a person's past life will pass through the mind as images. No one needs to explain to him what kind of person he is. He will know it by himself. The life he inherited from the ancestors, the circumstances he faced, the situations he lived behind, and all his past will appear all as images in his mind at the last moment of his life. A person who knew left behind a valuable moment during his life will recognize it. There were truths. I left behind something more precious than my life. However, another person will admit, I spent my life course from birth to death as a merely a passerby, reflecting on all his past actions and feelings, no desire to remember them. He feels miserable. For the person whose face is filled with joy as he reflects on his past, that is not to be feared. It is a moment of comfort. His past will not die, and his reality will not die. If a person gave his life while suggesting to save his brother, a kinsman, or a stranger, at the moment of the death, that fact will appear as an unforgettable image. But time of self-centered happiness, even moments of baking in the glory and acclaim of many people, will not bring any effect. What does it mean to be good? To be person of truth who can stand on their own before God. Truth and goodness do not begin from us or end in us. Truth and goodness are established when something being is in us and bring result for others, as or begins in others and bring result in us. It is the same with all existence in heaven and earth. They have to establish this relationship of the give and take according to the principles. And if one past life was entirely a life of giving, there will be no fear on the path of death. A shining path is life of giving everything to others, sacrificing to others, shedding tears to others, investing life to others, desiring for others, concentrating all one's vitality and investing it for others. For ordinary people facing the vicissitudes of the fallen world, The pace of life is sometimes up and sometimes down. They make plans from 1 year to the next, or maybe a plan their future for 10 or 20 years, but always centered on themselves. However, when they meet their final destiny, all the records of sacrificing others for their own benefit will bind them. Okay, let's go further. Leading from God's Global Trends book, Our Happiest Life with God in the Future. Currently, God has speed up his work as to restore humanity even faster. As we could see that in this age, humanity is progressing with a greater speed that accelerating every day, but this evil is diminishing gradually and goodness are progressing even faster. Nowadays, in the progress of human history, many people are starting to discover God's fingerprints as a parent who has tirelessly worked behind the scenes to save his children, all humankind. Therefore, even more people in the near future will start to develop a direct personal relationship with Heavenly Parent. As we know, human beings are endowed with emotional sensitivity to the heart of God, intuition, and reason to comprehend His will. Also, the needed ability to practice it. People will start to relate to God in this manner to attain perfection of individual character. People will realize that we cannot form cooperative horizontal relationship with one another because our vertical relationship with God have been severed in the past. We were hurting each other because we could not feel the pain and suffering of our neighbors. By starting to communicate in prayer with the heavenly world with sincerity and dedication. People will work to become perfected in spirit self while living on the earth. People not only will find God, but also his traces during the history, how he developed humankind from ancient era to today's highest level of development. People also will discover God's plan for the future of humanity. From this time, people will start to succeed in life not as individuals but as a families, true model families that acquire the recognition and respect of all people and who can stand in a position to lead the world. The perfection of the family is the cornerstone of the building of the future world, the long-awaited family kingdom. Therefore, creating true families is the shortcut to acquiring citizenship in God's kingdom. The gates of the kingdom cannot be opened by the key made of gold or silver. They can be only opened by the key of true family, perfecting through true love. When a man and a woman, each other being one health, unite together, they became the base through which they fulfill God's ideal love as his parents. I'm desperately waiting for that future world of God's true love to come as soon as possible. And let's read an afterword to finish the book. Uh, this book I dedicate to God, who is so beautiful, guiding me and all humanity. With today's level of development, the ideal world, the historical dream of humankind can be built in a few years or even few months with God's help. So what stops humans to live perfect lives? We're supposed to catch the wave of this current trend that will last by developing personal relationship with God that is the most important in this new century. Since the relationship between God and human beings is that of the parent and child, live every life moment with God. This let us be the best friend of God. So switch on to be connected with God non-stop. Read, hear, and speak about God. Let us listen to God what He really wants to speak to us nowadays personally. What are His suggestions for our families, countries, and all His children of humankind, the world. In our time of instant communications, share your experiences with God. God created us, but we all need always to shaping ourselves and restoring our original value. There are a lot more to write about God, but we'll do it in next book. Sure, you could contact me for counseling about life and God anytime, or simple share your live experiences with God at my site aviacademy.net. Yes, this was for today. Coach, I wish you a great, blessed day. Please contact me anytime for consult consultations or cooperation. Um, don't forget to make morning exercise to have also a good, perfect body with God. And if you have difficulties, just watch one more time this video. Remember this quote, and it will help during the day, or any happiness also will attach it to God. Uh, Subscribe to my channel and share this video with all your friends as we are in this billion happy life subscribers marathon. All the best. See you tomorrow, same time, reading further quotes from God's scripture. Bye bye.